Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is December 20th. It's not December 20 anything. It's December 31st, 2023. The last day of the year. There we go. Turn those volumes down. Welcome to the show. Laurel says Happy New Year. Almost early. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Get everything up here running. Let folks meander into the room. Into the show. Into the room. Into the show. I'm tired. Yeah, I am not staying up until midnight. Not happening. But this is the last show of the year. We'll let you folks decide whether we were going to have one, and we decided, yeah, we'll go ahead and have one anyways. Most all the folks that join my show, we're not out partying anyways. We are not the partying type. Well, we are, but we're not. Tonight's coffee is caramel macchiato from New England brand coffee. There we go. Hat was a little bit forward. It's fine for a sunny day. Not so good for the camera, covering up my eyes. Now you can see me. Now you can see my face. They go, no, put your hat back down. Oh, my goodness. Last show of the year. What a year it has been. Started out this year and said, hey, this is going to be my year. I didn't mean it to be like this. A lot of interesting things. A lot of things happened this year. Not so good things. Some okay things. Some things. Some bad things. Sort of good things. We don't even have snow on the ground yet. I'm waiting for spring. I posted up a video from my other YouTube channel, The Whiskey Cowboy Life. Go ahead and make sure that you subscribe to that one as well. The one that you are watching now is the Whiskey Cowboy Official. Make sure you subscribe to this one as well, but go on over to the live channel. That's got all my chickens and driving and canoeing and music and everything else. Anything not social or political, it goes over there. The show here is on my official channel, which is a spinoff from all of my social and political commentary on various social networks out there. If I'm on MeWe, Instagram, thewhiskeycowboy.com. There is only one Whiskey Cowboy. If you ever have any doubts, you go, man, how do I find this guy? Just Google it, or whatever you use, whatever search engine. Just type in the Whiskey Cowboy. I'm the only one out there. There's only one Whiskey Cowboy worldwide. Worldwide, believe it or not. You'd think there'd be more. There isn't. Just me. The world can only handle one Whiskey Cowboy. And here I am, and here we are. Let's see, everybody gets in here. Oh, yeah, but I posted up a video of one of my days out in the canoe last year. I forgot what lake I was on there. I was going to put up Concord River. That's a fun river to canoe. I'm like, no, I'll just do this one. I think it's Lake, I don't know. I don't know. Let me go see what lake it was. It was, scroll here. Pawtuckaway Lake in Nottingham. Got to watch out for the sheriff there, the sheriff of Nottingham. You got a lot of those types of sounding towns. We got Nottingham. We have Northwood. We've got Got all sorts of those type yeah. Trying to think of some others. It's late. My brain is fried tonight. Yeah. What other good news we got going on here? I pointed out that the whole net zero and electric vehicle push is not about saving the planet. It's about controlling people. Some people get it. Some people think they get it. They don't get it. It's not just, it's not, oh, well, they want to control everything. Yeah, they do. But you don't understand quite the significance of these particular things. Number one, if they control fuel, they control what you do. They control vehicles. They control where you go. It's one of the downsides of living in a city. If you don't own a vehicle and you can't afford to park it someplace, you rely on public transportation or taxis, which is public transportation. You do not have the freedom, you do not have the freedom to just get up and go and do whatever you want to do. Go down to the grocery store and pick up groceries and load them in your truck or in your trunk and drive home. You gotta take the bus down or take the train down or take a taxi down. Do your shopping, do the same thing in reverse on their schedule. That's control. That's losing your freedoms. And there's few countries on earth as free as the United States, based on movement alone, on your ability to go. We talked about this before on the show, how living in Europe, a 2-hour drive that's an event. That's an event. Here in the United States, 2-hour drive, shit, that ain't anything. It could be a morning drive or an afternoon drive. Our circles and where we travel in aren't 5 or 10 minute circles. They're much farther than that. Think nothing to jumping in your car and driving, half an hour, 45 minutes to go do your shopping. On your own whim, in your own timeline. But you control people's transportation. You control their movement. You control their movement. You control their actions and everything about them. That's why they tried that shit back when they tried to regulate pickup trucks and large SUVs out of the market, by their CAFE standards. And yeah, that didn't work. It didn't work because people like their vehicles. And now SUVs and pickup trucks are the most common seen vehicles on the road. They're trying to push the EV shit. Hey, got nothing wrong with EVs. If you can afford one and they suit your needs, which are not the needs of most people, then by all means get one. But when you try to force manufacturers from producing these vehicles, the other vehicles, the standard vehicles, then that's not cool. Laurel says, I'm used to jumping in the back and jumping in the truck and going places whenever I want. Right. True freedom. True freedom. You're not waiting for anybody. You're not waiting for a charge. You're not waiting for a bus. You're not waiting for a train. You're not waiting for a taxi. You're not waiting for anybody. You just get and go. That's the American spirit. That is the American spirit. Judy joins the show. She says, howdy, Judy. Howdy doody, Judy. Welcome to the New Year's Eve show. Thanks for joining in. But yeah, that's why they try all the time. Oh, we're going to put in a new rail line. People don't want to take the trains. Oh, high-speed train. People don't want to take the high-speed train. They want their damn vehicles. They want their own freedoms. Take that away from people? No. Take away their guns, take away their mobility, take away their ability to communicate and give the truth out there. Wake up, people. 2024 is going to be an interesting year. Interesting year. We're going to have a lot of features of the last few years rolled up into one, and some of them put on steroids. We have a complete collapse of the voting system. And when I say collapse of the voting system, I'm talking about the trust from the American people. There ain't anybody on any side of this matter that believes that the upcoming political or upcoming presidential election is going to be fair, honest, and without widespread fraud. Not a single one. Anybody that says otherwise, they're the ones that are trying to sell you the horse shit. People know. I said after the 2020 election, I said you need to fix the problems. Stop arguing whether it was a fair election. It fucking wasn't. But stop arguing about it. Why? Because you ain't getting Biden out. So now start fixing the problems. Fix the problems. Nope. Couldn't do that. Nope. Got to set it up. Now we got Colorado trying to pull their bullshit, and the Secretary of State of Maine trying to pull her shit. No mail-in voting. No. That would solve a lot of it. Wouldn't solve it all. But that solves a lot of it. Bring it back to what it used to be. Only the bare minimum. You were overseas. You're a service member overseas. You're away on business, official business. I do not care if your company that you chose to work for sent you out of your state or even out of the country during voting time. I don't care. If you're not a soldier or you're not somebody that's affirmed that cannot fucking get up and go to the polls, you don't vote. You don't vote. You knew 4 fucking years you knew when the voting date was going to be. If you can't make a date for 4 years in advance, you don't deserve to vote. Yeah, voter ID and alive in person. Yeah. And when we say voter ID, I mean freaking voter ID. Here you go. Like I live in New Hampshire. They're pretty good. Voting fraud tends to be very low. You know, it's a fairly decent state. They have a voter ID law. But check your state's voter ID law, because it might be like New Hampshire's. If I don't have my ID, all I got to do is sign a piece of paper stating, I don't have my ID, but I am who I am. Sign it. Give that to them. They'll give you a damn ballot, and you go and you vote. In my opinion, that ain't a fucking voter ID law. You don't have the ID, you don't vote, period. Go get an ID. You lost it? Tough shit. Again, you knew 4 years ago that this shit was going to come down. You knew what date it's going to be. Get your ID. They can get IDs in damn third world countries, for crying out loud, and vote. Trying to act like people in the United States can't. Oh, they can't get an ID. Yeah, they can get a checking account, can't they? They can be on welfare, can't they? They got a fucking ID. They can buy alcohol, can't they? They can get an ID. Oh, minorities can't get an ID. Bullshit. Bullshit. How racist do you have to be to believe that minorities can't go and get an ID? Oh, they can't afford it. Good. Okay. They can't afford $25 to $50 for an ID. Start a GoFundMe fund. All of these political action PACs and the committees and all of these organizations, you're raising money to fight having to have an ID. Imagine if they put that money in just pay for their fucking ID. Go pick them up, bring them down to the DMV. With the need, they don't have the needed paperwork. This is 2023. The number of people, honestly, the number of people that wouldn't have paperwork to prove that they're an American citizen, that they were born in the United States, in 2023 is a statistical zero. This isn't 60 years ago, where grandma, who's now 80 years old, 60 years ago, yeah, she might not have a birth certificate. Judy says, surely you can save $50 within 4 years. Yeah. Yeah. Can't afford an ID. Bullshit. Can't prove that. Look, if you can't prove that you're a citizen, you don't deserve to vote. It's that simple. This is 2023. Again, the left loves to use outdated and historically irrelevant frames of reference. They still think that there's fucking slavery going on in the United States. Stop it. No. There is no excuse. You can get an ID. And none of these, I don't have my ID, so I can sign an affidavit. Then that means that there's no ID. No ID required. Stop it. Stop it. And we got people after people getting brought to court now. It's taken them 4 fucking years. But yeah, they got people that were caught cheating in the Democrat primaries, for crying out loud. Can you imagine that shit? And then they act as if, no, the general election wouldn't be like that. You were cheating in the primaries. Give me a break. 2024 is going to be a very interesting year. Stop acting like it's 1920. And how about that? Hey, Gus, welcome to the show. He says, good evening, everyone. Made it through another year. We got people that seem to, that they don't either understand or they don't know. You know, we had race riots in like 1919, in the early 1900s. You know, we had a couple years of race riots across the United States. They looked very similar to the George Floyd riots that we had for 2 fucking years. Same demographics. So shut the fuck up. You're trying to tell me that nothing has changed in this country, really, when it comes to race relations and all that bullshit? In over 100 years, you're full of shit. Oh, we got problems. Some of them are the same problems. They ain't the problems that people say they are. People are starting to wake up. Stop it. $2024, going to be an interesting year. I'm going to be me. I'm going to call the shots the same way as I always have. I think this coming year I'm going to have to. And people got pissed off. I was getting people. Can you believe it or not? During the Rovid shit, people were getting pissed off because I was writing articles and covering that because they were tired of hearing about it. Stop it. I deal with what's most important at the time. So this next year, it looks like we're going to have voter issues. We're going to have immigration issues. Voting, immigration, whatever. What are some of the top ones? I'm sure that we're going to have some climate shit coming down because that always happens during the voting cycle. So we got climate shit. Oh, Second Amendment. Boy, we're ramping up again. I haven't been talking about it for past few years, few years, for a week or so. But yeah, there's a lot of Second Amendment stuff coming down. It amazes me how the left doesn't give 2 shits about the rights they don't give 2 shits about, but claim that things that aren't even codified rights in the Constitution are somehow rights, and everybody's got to bend over backwards and just give it to them. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to bend over backwards anymore, and I'm not going to take it. Yes, good evening, Sally. I know she's there, too. And no, I'm not going to run till midnight tonight. I'm not going to run till midnight tonight. It's oh my goodness, I can't even remember the last year that I actually stayed up specifically. It's not uncommon for me to be awake at midnight, but it's usually because I can't fall asleep. but specifically for New Year's Eve, specifically stayed up to midnight to watch the clock run over. When was the last time y'all did that? Stayed up specifically on New Year's Eve, past the stroke of midnight. When was the last time? I'd say it has to be, oh my God, 7, 8 years at least, maybe longer. I can't remember. Trying to think if it was here. Well, it was here. Don't remember. And hell, being out away from home, shit, that's probably the last time that I was out away from home on New Year's Eve was when I was working. It was not when I was partying or anything. Laurel says, I fell asleep on the couch at 10. Oh, I fall asleep at the couch at 10, then wake up about midnight. So maybe tonight. That's cheating. I mean, that's not cheating. That she goes, no, I'm playing it smart. Gus says, Sally says hello. I just woke up. We did it last year. Not sure I'll make it this year. Yeah. I don't think so. See, the missus, she's going to be working tomorrow. So she's going to be working tomorrow. I'll be working tomorrow. It's another day. Judy says, last year I went to a party, but it was next door to me, so I didn't have to. Yeah, there you go. Judy also says, hi, Sally. Didn't mean to leave you out. It's almost a given when you say hi to Gus, you're saying hi to Sally, too. I try to get them all at the same time. Gus and Sally. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out on the road. I don't know. A screwed up week. No trash. Trash is Monday. Monday's trash day here. And no, it's going to be Tuesday. I'm going to screw it all up again. The gals, we got 3 eggs. We're up to 2 and 3 eggs a day now. It's like, yes, the gals are starting to roll in there. The missus went out about it was about 9 or so, 9 maybe 9:30, sometime in the morning. She comes back in all tickled pink. Oh, I got 2 eggs. It's like, yeah, because we were getting 1 egg. It was down to 1 egg a day, up to 1 egg a day, and that was good. It was like 2 eggs. Okay, we get 1 in the morning, and then 1 around noon or around 2. So now we got two in the morning. This is our first 3 for a day. So I got two early morning, mid-morning, and then I went around, it was like 1 or so. I went out to check, and there was another egg. And it's like, yes. I went out after dark, after dinner, and checked, and there's no more eggs. So that's 3. So that's fine. That's fine. They're kicking in. It's about time. Earning their keep. Damn it. Now you get in, you open up the door, and you get inside the run, and you close the door behind you, and you have to watch out because they just come right to the door, and they hunker down. Run to the door, and right down on the ground they go. They want to be pet, so you pet them, and they're just squished to the ground, and you just pet them. And you do that for about a minute or 2, and then they about had enough, and I have about enough. And I say, okay, get out of the way. I go and I check the coop. Hey, Peggy. She says, hi there. Happy New Year. I've been bringing on Twilight Zone. Lost track of time. No, well, welcome to the show. You haven't been here for a while, have you, Peggy? I think you missed a few shows. But welcome to the show. So yeah, and I go and I check out the coop. And they're like, oh yeah. So I got three nesting boxes for 7 chickens. Yeah. Could have probably done less. What people don't have chickens don't know is that chickens tend to like one or two boxes. That's where they usually go. And yeah, there's one box they like. It's the one closest to the door. They like that one the best. And that's where most of the eggs are. Sometimes they're in another one. And we found one down in the coop, but I honestly think it probably fell out. But we got good bedding in there, so it doesn't break. So. Peggy says, no, I haven't. Christmas was crazy busy this year, but in good ways. Well, it's good to have you here, and good that Christmas was crazy in good ways. Ours was quiet. It was nice. And we had our prime rib, fixins and everything. Peggy, did you see the horse? You see the horse my daughter gave me? Fine steed she is. Laurel says, I had 24 chickens at one time, and they only used 4 of the boxes. Right, yeah. That's about right. 4 boxes, 24 chickens. Judy says, did I tell you that I'm getting a puppy? I'm so excited. Yes. We went over that. Remember the pissed off midgets? Was it called a something bully? Mini bully? Is it mini bully? Baby bully? I pulled up pictures. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a bulldog or something like that. It's not. Yeah, there's a pissed off midget. Peggy says yes, she saw it. Totally awesome. Yeah. It takes up over about half the house, yeah, half the couch. Which isn't too bad, actually. I mean, it's there. He can move it. Gus and Sally will say we have boots and stuff on our couch to keep the dog off of it. So this just takes up more room. It's fine. Pocket bully. There we go. Pocket bully. They are an American pit bull miniature breed, a miniature American pit bull. I'm wondering, they're probably not even AKC recognized, are they? Last time I checked, I don't think AKC recognizes American pit bulls either. They're the pit bull most widely associated with pit bulls, but they're not the only pit bull. The pit bull has a wide range of breeds, like ours. Hudson's a pit bull. He's the American Staffordshire Terrier. He's the second one that I've had in my life. First one was a girl. That was Maxie. I had Maxie and Buddy at the same time. Maxie didn't like other dogs, but we got Buddy. He was a baby. He's a little boxer. She was fine with him. Yeah, pocket bully. Pocket bully. Yeah, it's a pissed off midget. Peggy says, as long as Hudson doesn't think the horse's competition is all. Yeah, he doesn't know what to think about her. He's like, what the hell is this? It's bigger than he is. Literally, yeah. The horse is bigger than he is. For those that may be tuning in later and seeing this, it's a stuffed horse. My youngest got me a stuffed horse with a saddle and all the tack and shit. It's all because it's just a big stuffed animal. That's pretty big. Gus says rough instead of rough. I don't know. I'd have to hear it because it's not sounding. I'm not getting it in my head there, Gus. But yeah, she said they were out shopping and they saw that and they're like, oh, I got to get this for Dad. Got to get this. Well, the grandkids come over, they'll have fun with it. Checked, like I said, I checked it. First one I got, I wanted to make sure I was proper. I flipped it over. It's a girl. it's a girl. Oh. Don't make me call, says Gus. No, you do what you want to do. You want to keep pecking away with your fingers, go ahead. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Not a forceful guy. Just... Again, tonight's coffee, caramel macchiato from New England brand. Still waiting on my my coffee sponsorship. You're a coffee company out there, and you wanna have me highlight your coffees every show, then we'll work out a deal. But you better have good coffee. And I like flavored coffees, I do. I'm not a flavored whiskey guy, and Gus likes to give me shit about that. I have my flavored coffees, but I don't like flavored whiskey. It's not that I don't like flavored whiskey. Well, sometimes I don't. Freaking American honey. Oh, my God, that shit's nasty. Oh, my gosh. That's terrible stuff. Yeah, I'm not a whiskey liqueur kind of person. So if folks would like to send me some whiskey, just regular whiskey. No liqueurs, no flavored stuff, just whiskey. If I could have just one whiskey for the rest of my life, one classification of whiskey for the rest of my life, it'd be a high rye bourbon. Probably followed by bourbon. Bourbon or rye. Bourbon's easy because I like rye. I like rye, but I don't like a botanical rye. I prefer a non-botanical rye. Same way as I like scotch, but I don't like a peated scotch. So, bourbons and high rye bourbons are high rye bourbon. High rye bourbon, yeah, think of all the good things you like about a bourbon with some rye spices in there. There you go. Hey, Donna. Donna says, Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, I yelled that. I'm glad I had the volume down on my screen. But, yeah. Folks who'd like to support the show and all the content, there's links underneath the show. If you would like to send the Cowboy something, there is an address underneath the show. You go ahead and drop it in the box and send it on out, and I'll get it. If you send any sort of food or beverage, libations, unopened, please. In other words, don't send me your infinity bottles. Don't send me previously sampled bottles of whiskey. I will not drink them. It's for safety reasons. So that means if you want to send me a little bottle, go ahead and send me a little bottle. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a big bottle. You can send me a huge bottle. Those are good. You want to know which ones? Shoot me off a message, and I'll let you know which cost-effective big bottles that you can send my way. You want me to try out? I get this all, hey, Cowboy, you should try this whiskey and let me tell you, and tell me what you think about it. It's like, hey, I can't get it in my market. Usually if I can get it in my market and if it's reasonable price, I'll try to slide it in. If it's not, then either the manufacturer has to send it my way, which they do now and again, or you got to pick it up and send it to me. Find it in your market, wrap it up good, send it to me at the address below the show. I don't know if you can hear that. We got fireworks going off. Imagine that. Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. Gender expression does not dictate gender. Chromosomes and reality do. Yeah, I know that. Saying that kind of pisses off the YouTube folks because that's their. You know, you can. It's more acceptable being outright racist on YouTube than it is to speak the truth about the transgender situation. It's like, holy crap, stop it. It's good. He's good. It's good. Time for my Orca. Orca coolers. And they get a tip of the hat. There we go. Okay, let's see. I can get that over there. Mm-hmm. What else we got here? Empathy. I wrote about empathy. I hate that. I hate the left thinks that the empathy is a virtue. It is not. It is not. It is a processing and sharing tool. It's neither good nor bad. It can lead to good or it can lead to bad. Empathy is not a virtue. And you being more empathetic than somebody else isn't by default make you better morally or spiritually than the other person. So I get all the time. I'm a pretty straight shooter, and I tell people this is the fact. The same thing about homelessness and panhandlers and stuff like, oh, I was unempathetic. I lack empathy. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You will find few on this earth that are more empathetic than me. The difference is I don't let my empathy and my ability to understand why somebody may be where they're at or understand how they may be feeling get in the way of me doing the right thing. We had 2 years of the nation burnt down because of empathy towards a lifelong druggy criminal who died of his own volition. 2 years. Empathy. Yeah, that's good. No, it's not. Empathy is not a virtue. Now, if you're a sociopath, you have no empathy. But I've gone about this too. Most sociopaths, you wouldn't even know that they're sociopaths because they're not by nature evil. You just tend to notice them more when they are. Sociopaths cannot empathize. So stop it. Oh, it's funny. saw a short on YouTube the other day, and it was some young feller, and he was all impressed with Trump playing golf and stuff. Oh, he went out and played golf with Trump and blah blah blah, and he was so good. And I wrote, Trump aside, I've never found a single person that I was impressed with the fact that they could play golf good. So I get a lot of people give me thumbs up, but then there was people like, oh, spoken like someone who's never played golf. Bitch, you're making assumptions there. I've played golf, and I ain't half bad. Still not impressed with people that are good. I consider it. I'm not saying that it doesn't take some sort of a skill, but there's a lot of things that take a lot of skill that just doesn't impress me. It doesn't impress me. Golf doesn't impress me. Tiger Woods never impressed me. All the greats in golf, they never impressed me. They just never. You're hitting a ball into a hole. Yeah, it takes skill, but so does a lot of things that has no practical purpose in life. And then somebody else, oh, clearly you don't know anything about golf, and you need to learn about the skills that are involved. It's fine to not be impressed, but don't do so out of ignorance. And it's like, where the hell did that come from? I know the science. I know the mechanics of golf. I've played golf. I'm not half bad. And that's from somebody that doesn't play golf. I have very good hand-eye coordination. Golf doesn't impress me. And there's a lot of shit that's super, super hard to do that still, again, doesn't impress me that you're good at it. So fucking what? Peggy says, empathy also means recognizing when someone is playing on your sympathy and not playing into it. Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll leave it at that. Gus says, takes skill to hit the hole when you pee. Yeah, no shit. No shit. How about this? First thing in the morning, impress the hell out of me. A guy waking up first thing in the morning. And we've talked about this. There's a lot of different things involved there. You can get it first time in the toilet, and that's you're doing good. I do pretty good. I got good hand-eye coordination. Plus, I kind of check on some things before I let her rip. But that's no. I was gonna say that's for another show. No, I don't think so. Laurel says I like driving the golf cart and waiting for the drink cart to come around. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, and there's a lot of business that's there's a lot of business that happens on golf courses. And I get it. It's a social event as well as, yeah, it takes some skill. But I'm sorry, not everything that takes skill is going to impress me. You know what impresses me? Here you go. This is what impresses me. If you came over to my house and I took out a knife and I took one of my oil stones out and I sat down there and you can sharpen my knife, that impresses me. Impresses me. Okay, do you know angle? Do you know edge geometry? Do you know, there's different methods. Okay, how you doing it? You're going to do it circular? See, my father always liked to do circular, and that's fine. And then some people like to do the pull, some people like to do the push. Some like to do both pull and push. But my father, he did the circle. I tend to start out with circle, and then I end with some pushes and pulls. Now see, that shit impresses me. Playing golf doesn't. Same as I think PragerU asked. I don't know whether it was Instagram. It was either Instagram or Facebook. PragerU asked, "What city needs a professional football team?" I wrote, "None." None. Basketball does not impress me. Football does not impress me. Baseball does not impress me. They don't. I don't care how good you are. Doesn't impress me. You're getting overpaid to play what some used to be a training ritual for warfare, but since then has been games for children. And you're getting paid. You're not getting paid because you're a superstar. You're getting paid because so many people pay into the industry and you make a lot of money. That's what it is. It's just slice of the pie. Gus says, I do the circle. It's like, yeah, Gus does the circle. I start out with a circle and then I end up with some long strokes, and then sometimes I'll strop it, sometimes I won't. Usually I won't. Usually it's just good enough. Yeah. Here's the thing that I find with the circle. It's easier to keep a uniform edge geometry on the curved blade when you're doing the circles, because you're not having to worry about keeping that angle for the whole stroke of the sharpening cycle. So I do the circles. Work my way up, work my way down. Okay, here's another thing, Gus. Do you start with a tip or do you start down by the choil, down by the handle? I usually start with a tip. He says he has a hard time using the steel. That takes talent. Yeah, I only use steel on my carving knife, my meat carving knives. That's the only thing I ever use the steel on. And for those that are not, stealing your knives doesn't actually sharpen them. It's not a file. It's not a sharpening. What the steel does is when your knife is getting sharpened, it'll have a roll, It'll be a microscopic roll on the edge. And what the steel does is it pushes that roll back up straight on either side. So when they go whoosh, 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 on either side, what it's really doing is it's just realigning that roll. It's a microscopic roll. And it's just realigning it, and then it makes it sharper. Gus says, my dad used leather. I was good at it. Yeah. Here's another thing. If I usually use leather to strop. It's called stropping. Most knives, except for meat carving knives, those I use steel. Everything else usually gets leather. Or you can do the same thing as instead of using leather at the end, which it's doing the same thing that a steel does. Okay, but it's softer. It's easier. You can't fuck up as much. Because you do the steel wrong and you can change your edge geometry, or you can actually dull it. So leather, it's harder to do that. But here's another way that you can do it is use a paper wheel on your grindstone. Put a paper wheel on it. Paper wheel, or even just a buffing wheel will do the same thing. Nice cotton buffing wheel. And then just do it a couple times. Does the same thing. Hey, Gus, do you use a straight edge? I tend to not, but I could. I probably should get into it more. I'd be basically for my neck and shit, because I ain't gonna use a straight edge on my noggin. I use safety razors for that. But do you use a straight edge? For shaving, no. Well, then what do you use them for? I just tuck them in my sock, and when somebody fucks with me, I just whip out the straight edge. Yeah, of course I meant for shaving. It's like, don't use that for anything else. It's like, yeah, I'm a member of the Peaky Blinders. It's Gus Swenson from the Peaky Blinders. For shaving? No. Yeah, pumpkin carving. No, I got a bunch. Well, you saw him. No, you didn't see him. It's like, no, you've been over to the place, but no, I got a whole box from probably early 1900s. Straight edges. I was gonna say, hey, come on over, pick out one. I haven't picked out mine yet. I probably should. Should go pick it out. Does Sally use a straight edge? He goes, no, Sally's not getting a fucking straight edge. She'll be chasing Gus around the house. 911. My wife's got a straight edge. They go, for shaving? No. Say, John, how do you keep in such good shape? Well, my missus chases me around the house with a straight edge as well. So, no, that's not true. That's not true. That is a complete fabrication. Gus says, I knew a guy that all he carried was a straight edge. Yeah, they used to be quite popular. Hey, and guess what? In the state of New Hampshire, you still can. Maybe that's what I should do. Just tuck a straight edge in my vest pocket. Gus is like, damn, John, how many fucking knives are you going to carry? I'll be walking around with a fucking long sword on my back. And no, I carry a lot of knives. But Oh. Had some Yahoo. I saw him. He was talking. He was watching a self-defense for a knife video, which of course was complete bullshit, and people were ragging on it. But then it's amazing all the people that are commenting. I was like, yo, you just pull out your gun. It's like, you're an idiot. Somebody pulls a knife out on you and it's already out, and they're close enough to even be there, that close, and you're going to try to pull your gun out, you're going to die. You're going to die. No. Knife, run, gun, close. Gus says works like a switchblade. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, just flip right open. Pretty nice. But yeah, someone pulls a knife on you, get the fuck out of there. Somebody pulls a gun on you, close with them and grab the gun. Why? Because a knife ain't going to chase you. But you try to grab a knife, you're going to get cut. The only time it doesn't is in the fucking movies. Even special forces guys will tell you, no, I don't want to fuck with a knife. It's like, no, you don't do that. But guns, you run away, they have the time to still shoot your ass. You close in and grab the gun. It's easy to at least push it into a different direction. Easy. People think backwards. No, the knife is the more dangerous of the two in close quarters. The knife. Knife, run. Gun, close. It's not bravado. It's using your head. Use your head. Stop it. I've talked about it many times on the show. It's like, if you're a girl, get a knife. Get a good push knife. You don't have to carry around a machete. Get something with 1.5 inch, 2 inch blade. Something that you can hold in your hand well. If you can touch somebody, you can stab somebody. No, YouTube, this is not advocating violence. This is self-defense. What to use and what not to use for self-defense. I like Kabokans too. But you need to know pressure points and stuff like that. It's a little bit more difficult. Those little wooden sticks are about like that long, about 4 inches long or so. Well, you can be metal or wood or whatever, but they're just a little teeny stick. Get them on keychains a lot. Those are cool. But yeah. Gus says, bad man, John, bad man. I know, I'm terrible. Don't get me started on all that self-defense bullshit that they teach kids and girls out there. It's like, Jesus, that's a good way to get yourself kicked in the, you can get yourself hurt. You can get yourself hurt. I don't care how fit you are at 5'2", 100-pound woman. You're not going to be taking out that 300-pound guy that's coming down on you. No, get the fuck out of there. They don't teach them the right shit. They teach them how to dance, and it's like, oh, Jesus. You watch those self-defense things. It's like, yeah, that works great if the guy's not doing anything. He's not moving. As soon as you touch him, he stops moving and lets you do all this shit. Real world doesn't work like that. It's also why they don't put a 9-year-old 4th-degree black belt up against a freaking, 25-year-old first day in karate class. It's why they have weight classes in sports. Because there's a difference, and it's not just about skill. Oh, but yeah, I learned jiu-jitsu. Yeah, good luck with that. Works great if you're in a wrestling match, which is what jiu-jitsu is. Wrestling match. It's not a combat. You'd go ahead, fine. Yeah, it'll suit you fine against somebody who's a complete idiot and doesn't know anything about fighting, and you can get them on the ground. You better hope you can get them on the ground, and that they are not so much larger than you that they're just a jungle gym for you. People rely too much on that shit. I used to do I used to do MMA before it was coined. When we were in the service, we trained MMA all the time. It's like, hey, we got these 5 or 6 different martial arts out there. These are all the techniques that we're going to do. And you actually fucking trained. Another thing again is if you're not training in how you dress every day, you're failing. It's not a fucking sport out there. You think that you're going to be able to pull all those moves dressed in jeans and boots like me right here. I go to the dojo and I put on my gi and all this other shit and take off my boots and shoes and shit, and I roll around. You think that my body's going to work exactly the same wearing my button-up shirt and vest and jeans and my boots and all the gear I've got around it? You think my body's really going to do that shit? It's not. If you do not train how you dress, train like you're going to fight. That's it. Train like you're going to fight. Gus says, featherweight class, do no fighting in heavyweight. Be a mismatch. Yeah, just wouldn't. I don't care. Oh, they're the best pound-for-pound fighter. I don't give a shit, because we're not doing pound-for-pound. The guy fucking weighs 3 times as much as you do. It's not a pound-for-pound thing. It's not a beauty contest. Stop it. It's like me. I'm not even gonna fight anybody. You kidding me? I'm too old to be fighting. You want to fight me? You're going to be in the hospital or dead. Because I'm not fighting you. It's not bravado. I've said this time. It's not fucking bravado. Bravado is walking around chest puffed and think you can kick anybody's ass at any time because you think it's a 3rd grade fucking fight out on the playground. That's bravado. Gus says it's like swimming with your clothes on. It's not easy. No, it's not. No, it's not. People think, oh, I can swim. And then they go out on a boat and they're not even wearing like just casual clothes. They're wearing boats. You fall into the water, you're going to find out things don't work the way you think that they're supposed to work. They don't work that way. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to jump in the water and swim fully clothed. But be prepared. The shit ain't going to work the same. Laurel says, my husband used to fight like you did. His advantage was he was short but had a long reach. Yeah, that'll work out too, because people don't put the two together. It's like I've got a long reach, but everybody's expecting it because I'm 6'4". When you're short and you have a long reach, boxers are deadly like that. Figuratively speaking, when you get a short boxer that has a long reach, because it's like, holy shit. Yeah, they're not. But yeah, I'm not going to roll around on the ground. It hurts. It takes too long to heal. It's too easy to get bruised up. I'm not 30 years old anymore. Don't fight me. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you. So I said with the security guys, they send 2 security guys in and they weren't nearly big enough. And it's like, it's going to take more than that. Why? Because John's not going to fight. I'm not going to fight. Laura says, when you come up from being in close, lights out. Well, except for me. If they're really short, they can't hit my head anyways. That's one advantage of being tall. You're just built by design, but you have to watch your midsection because it's really close. You get your ribs kicked in. Oh my God. But yeah, No. I'm not going to stand toe to toe with you, especially if you're half my fucking age. Are you kidding me? Stop it. Stop it. Oh, and if you're bigger than I am, stop it. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know what's going to be best, and it's not going to be I'm not going to dance with you. Again, that's not bravado. That's reality. Are you kidding me? Bravado is saying, I can dance with anybody. No, you can't. You can't. You better learn what to do. You better learn what to do. You're not in a freaking ring where there's a referee who's going to come and save your ass if something goes wrong, and shit can go wrong. That's another thing. People don't realize, it doesn't take much. It takes a lucky punch. It takes a lucky punch. It takes a lucky punch. And anybody that thinks that it'll never happen to me. Jesus. Stop it. It can happen to anybody. Like with racing, they have a saying, on any given day. That's right. On any given day. You think that the cars are that much different on the track? No. They're about the same. On any given day. So I find it best just to avoid it. Say, John, you say avoid it, but you always find yourself in such... You ever notice that I've never had to throw down? All the time that you folks have been following my content, I've never had to throw down. Gus says, Chuck doesn't know what size you are. Lights out. Yeah, Chuck. Chuck's a guy. Chuck's a small guy, too. I always get Chuck's a small guy. He's a pretty good guy, though. Gracious. He is such a gracious man. Gracious man. Laurel says, Tommy loved the big guys. He never started the fight, but he sure would finish it. His two best friends would start shit, and he would. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm sort of the same way, but I'm not a small guy anymore. I told you when I joined the Army, I was 6'4", I think 139 pounds, and I gained weight just so that I could pass. So I was underweight the first time I tried to get in. So I grew up. I was always, once my growth spurt hit, I was always very underweight. I was very thin. But I was also very much cantankerous. I'd usually go in and I'd pick out the biggest guy in the room. Why? Because fuck them. You know? So similar situations, but for different reasons. And yeah, folks who knew me growing up and heard stories about me growing up, they'd get the whole. Why? Because fuck them. It's just the way I am. Here's a good example. My sister brought this up last month, I think, talking. In my household, corporal punishment was one of the things. Yeah. And that could take very many different routes. But one of the routes was with a paddle. And there was a philosophy in the household that the spankings would stop when genuine tears flowed. So the other kids, they learned pretty quick to let tears flow, and that would be that. Now, that didn't mean screaming tears, because that's defiance. So screaming tears does not stop. It must be, you must have been broken. Remember I said, fuck that. No. Let's play these cards. I've broken many a paddle. Because I don't play those games. You're not going to beat me. You're not going to break the spirit. And that's the way I've lived my life. It's the way I live my life. So, let's play these cards out. Let's see. Look, if I honestly think I've got no chance or it's not worth it, then I'll go my own way. But other than that, no, let's play this out. Because I'm not going to dance. Never have. But I was never the guy. I didn't go to the club and try to find fights, and I didn't try to cause problems. I was just the quiet guy. I don't give a shit. But that's that. Let's play this out. We're going to have to do a lot of playing out on 2024. It's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be an interesting year. But like, damn, glad John doesn't drink whiskey on the show. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Everybody got quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. It's okay. What doesn't kill us doesn't kill us. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. No, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. I was like, my superpower when I was young was I've always been strong, but I healed very quickly. So you say I'm sort of like Wolverine. As a stretched Wolverine, I healed very quickly. I don't heal as fast anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I do not heal as fast. So I got to be smarter. Got to be smarter. Laurel says, exactly. If it made me stronger, I should be able to bench press. Right. No shit. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Nah. No. Oh, no. Maybe a little bit, depending upon what it is. Gus says, they better be careful. What can they open up this year? It may backfire. Yeah, they're already starting to open shit up. So, could be interesting. Judy says, 2024 feels like everything is coming to a head. It's going to be a lot worse before it gets better. I fear that might be true. Shit's either going to... Okay, we've got... This can go one of several ways. They can get so much pushback that they stop their shit. But the problem is the right... We just let shit drop. So they'll just pick it up again later. So that's either... They'll either stop. They'll push things and the nation will just fucking disintegrate. You think that the George Floyd years were a turmoil? You wait till the right's just as pissed off as the left is. And the right stops doing the correct things. You just wait. So I say, oh, January 6th, it was an insurrection. Fucking was not. You retards may want to say that it is. When none of them were armed and most of them were old men and women and most of them were let into the Capitol, you think that's a freaking insurrection? Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. That whole try this in a small town, that's going to be the anthem of 2024. Because I think people have had enough of it. Man, they need to get that shit straightened out. Because if we go through another election cycle that has even lower confidence in it than 2020, it's not just a matter of 2024 being a problem. It's the years that follow. But see, the thing is the right let Biden just go. The worst thing that happened was January 6th. That was it. That was the worst thing that happened. And that wasn't anything. That was mostly a setup and show. The left doesn't do that shit. The left burns cities down and then demonizes the right for January 6th. Are you fucking kidding me? The riots that happened in Washington, D.C. a year earlier than that eclipsed anything that happened on January 6th. But that was from the left, and got to forget about that shit. Gus says a lot of Democrats are leaving this year. Why? Yeah. There's a bunch of Republicans going too. So we'll see how that plays out. Judy says, yes, it is. I feel that in my soul. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on a lot of these issues in this coming year. This last year has been kind of tepid and stuff. Folks that followed my stuff through the Rovid thing knows that when I'm cranking out the content that's issue specific, you're going to get a lot more goodies. Looks like that may be the case coming up this year because we got some very important things that we got to deal with. And I tried to warn about it. I did low-key warning, for 4 fucking years. But here we are. And people just they didn't get the memo. They didn't care because they don't think. See, the left doesn't care. The left doesn't care. Here you go. Oh, the left, they're afraid of Trump. No, they're not. They hate Trump. You think this shit's about Trump? Shit isn't about Trump. This shit's about the opposition. The same way when that shit came down with Alex Jones, with social media, you thought it was about Alex Jones? It wasn't about Alex Jones. It's about picking out a target and proving that you can do what you're going to do, and it scares the shit out of everybody else, and it makes anybody that you want to be the target equally targetable. That's what it's about. Same way when Alex Jones got his court cases. Same exact way. They're using the same tactics against Trump. Think they came up with that shit out of the blue? No. They tried it on fucking Alex Jones, and they're using it in some of the same damn court systems. Everybody is so myopic. They think, oh, Trump, 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 Trump. It's not about Trump. You think it's about Trump? It's not about Trump. Open up your eyes. Trump could be anybody. Trump's just the easiest target. He's the biggest target. And Trump's easy because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. So when the left went out after him, he had so many enemies across the freaking political spectrum, nobody gave a shit. That was the problem. They should have given a shit. I gave a shit. And you know what I think about Trump. You know what I think about that man. And I said, this is hogwash. And I tell you what, it's not about Trump. And we still got people, that's all they got to do. Anything you bring it, oh, Trump, this, Trump. Stop it. It's not about Trump. Deal with the issue. Deal with the issue. It's not Trump. Trump is being used to set the stage for a lot of other shit. And they're not afraid of Trump. Oh, they're afraid because he's going to do what? He was in office for 4 fucking years. What did he do? Nothing. We've covered this before. He didn't do anything. All of his big promises, he was going to drain this. He didn't drain the swamp. It was just as full, and in fact, brimming over more when he left. He didn't drain the swamp. He's been a swamp creature the whole time. He did it from the business end, not the political end. Oh, he's an outsider. You think he was an outsider? You really think? There's people out there that think Donald Trump is an outsider to the political world. He's been a business knee-deep in politics the whole time. Because business and politics go hand in hand. These are the same people that say that Trump is an outsider because he's a businessman, complain that businessmen control politicians. Oh, but not Trump. No, they didn't control him. They didn't need to because Trump didn't do anything. You can argue whether he was good or bad or whatever. I don't care. There's worse out there, yes. Did he do some good things? Yes. Did he do some bad things? Yes. But he didn't do the checklists, the same freaking checklist that he's running on now. He didn't do them in the 4 years. You kidding me? But you're going to keep buying it. Why? Because you hate Biden. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Stop it. If you support Trump because you think he's the right man for the job or he's better than Biden, that's fine. But if you vote for Trump because you think he's the savior of the United States and without him we're doomed to fall into the fiery pits of hell, you're a fucking idiot. Because that's not how it works. How do you know? Are we in the fiery pits of hell right now? No. Shit isn't good. But we'll get through this. We need to do a hell of a lot of correction. We need to keep making sure that we're not going down further down in the hole. But it wasn't Biden. Biden isn't the biggest issue with our nation. How's about dealing with a lot of those jackwagons that are in Congress and the Senate? You know, Biden can't do much of anything until they do shit and bring it up to his desk. He doesn't write law. He's trying to do shit through regulation, but the courts are slapping that shit down now, right and left. He's trying to get things turned around. So no, if you think that Trump is And the opposite way, if you're anti-Trump and you think that, oh my God, he's going to just blow everything up, he's going to be a dictator. Really? We heard that dictator shit from before he was elected the first time, and then for 4 fucking years, and now we're still hearing the dictator shit. What the fuck did Trump dictate? You had a bigger problem. You know what? If the only people that needed to really worry about Donald Trump was his staff, because those are the people that he kept running through. And this is a guy, he's a great businessman. He knows how to make good decisions, and he picks the right people. He's fucking fired 50 billion of his own staff because he picked the wrong people. Don't tell me. It's like throwing in a fucking dartboard. And then people see what the fuck they want to see. Stop it. Be realistic about it. Just be realistic about it. Oh my God, you're so bad. John, you're bad. No. If Trump is the nominee, he's going to get my vote. You can make a pragmatic decision without being a blind, ignorant zealot. You can believe that Trump, given the choices out there, if it's Trump or Biden, well, yeah, it's going to have to be Trump. Without going, well, and he can never say anything bad. He can't ever do anything bad. He always does the right thing. He's a man of his word. No, he's not. He cares about loyalty. The only thing Donald Trump is loyal to is Donald Trump. He demands fealty to Donald Trump. Hey, it is what it is. He will steamroll you in 5 seconds. Loyalty. You can be his best friend for your entire life, and you can dare say something that he doesn't like, and he will steamroll you in 5 seconds. About fucking loyalty. It is what it is. I'm tired of people not being honest with themselves or anybody else about damn near anything. That's half of the problem in this nation. Just be truthful. And then do the right thing. Do the right thing. Be truthful and do the right thing. Sally's going, hey, what's John's blood pressure? No, so it's going to be a very interesting year. I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways. Be very controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways. You ready for this? One of the best things that could happen for the United States of America is if Biden and Trump were to suddenly not be factors, and I'll leave it at that, were to suddenly not be factors in politics anymore. That would be one of the best things that would happen for this country. And you go, oh shit, now what are we going to do? Yeah, what are you going to do without these two freaking morons that everybody's squabbling over? Yeah, you're going to have to look for some new morons, but you can't use the same arguments and horse shit that you've been using for the past 8 years. Because it's not issue. Gus says, how did you guess? Been like that in the show. Well, hell, Sally asked that when we were over for dinner. How's your blood pressure? I said, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Big part of this country is people having their head shoved so far up their ass they can't think straight. And then they refuse to pull it out. Stop it. Be honest. Be honest. People may not agree with everything that I say, but they know I'm honest about it. And they know that I actually believe it. And I've thought about it. I don't just come up with shit. Talk to people all the time. It's like, you said this. I say this to that. You said that. Do you really believe that? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's break it down. Takes about 30 seconds. Yeah, they didn't really believe it because they didn't think things through. I don't say things that because they make me feel good. I say them because they're right. I wish they weren't. It's like the whole thing is the scripture. Scripture says this and that. You think I'm happy about everything that the Bible has to say? Do you really think I'm happy about it? And I'll go, no. No. But it is what it is. Unlike the left that goes, oh, if they don't like what the Bible has to say, they're going to just say it doesn't say it. No, it fucking says it here. Or they say it says this. No, it doesn't say that. Not that at all. Stop it. Well, it can't be true because you do this and that. I am not Scripture. Do not base Scripture on the way I live my life. I am not Jesus Christ. Lord Almighty, I am not Jesus Christ. I'm not even a saint. That's another thing the left does. They find a Christian that's less than pure, and that's totally that means anything that they say according to Scripture is somehow null and void. No. No. Doesn't work like that. Stone, not sand. Right. And I am not shifting sand. I'm not. I got some sand though. They go, no, the cowboy, you got some sand. Yes, I do. I got some sand, but I'm not sand. And I'm not perfect. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. If I make a mistake, I'll correct it. I hate doing I hate being wrong. I hate making mistakes. So I think things through, and I think very quickly. It's like the whole thing with the golf thing. Oh, since golf doesn't impress me, obviously I've never played golf. No, you're a fucking idiot. It doesn't impress me. I've played golf. It still doesn't impress me. Do not presume things. How about ask? Have you ever played golf? Yes. Okay, next question. People know that about me all the time. If I am unsure, I will fucking ask you. I'm not going to presume shit. If you say something that's seems a little, you want to clarify that? Give me a little more information so that I know how to respond back in kind. I'm going to just wing it. I'll ask you. It's going to take what? One more interaction? One more go around? What the hell? I'll do it. Fuck. It's 2023. It's we got almost just over 2.5 hours left on the East Coast for 2003. Man, does not feel like January 1st is coming around the corner. Didn't feel like Christmas. We talked about that the last show. Did not feel like Christmas. Just weird. Just weird. Yeah, John ain't no Hallmark Christian. No, neither was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ himself would be considered a bad Christian by the modern Christian folks now. Where's the snow? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the snow is. Today it felt like it. We went to the store. We had to do some shopping. And did you go outside today, Gus? It was like 30 degrees, something like that. Wind was blowing fairly regularly, and there was just enough humidity in the air. It felt like if you closed your eyes, you'd swear that you had, 8 inches to a foot of snow on the ground. It felt like there was snow, but there wasn't. You look around, it's like, man. Yeah, it was raw. Yeah, it was raw. Again, temperature was right. It was around 30. Wind was blowing just right. Not blowing super hard, but just enough to let you know that there's wind. And there was enough moisture in the air that it was raw. Felt like, again, didn't it feel like there should have been snow on the ground? And there wasn't. Not a stitch of snow. It's weird. And see, I got the new slick, and I've only worn it once. I should have worn it. I should have been wearing it for almost a month now. Because it's for when there's rain or there's snow. And I wasn't going out in the rain. I wore it once in the rain. Worked great. But yeah, raw. It was raw. Boy, the guys with the snow machines, boy, they're kind of probably getting a little pissed off by now. Like, you got a month off of their damn riding time. What's the snow like up north? Do you know what it's like up north, Gus? Yeah, they got any good riding? I don't know. Donna says, I thought New Hampshire was supposed to get rain. Yeah, we got rain this last week. Gus says about 2 inches. Yeah, that's not. I mean, you can move your sled. 2 inches isn't riding weather. It's not riding snow. You can do it, but it's not riding snow. No. Yeah, you can do it. But yeah, they should normally this time of year, they got some snow up north. 2 inches ain't snow. So we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, good thing is oil's been doing pretty good. Hey, we're under $3 a gallon in New Hampshire. Not all places. You get close to Vermont. We drove out to Vermont the other day. Gus says a lot of the trails get washed out big time. Yeah, I'd imagine. But, yeah, we're finding that a lot of places around New Hampshire are still 318 and below. But around here, 290 something? Filled up the tank today, 290 something. So we're under $3 a gallon. That's pretty sad when you're excited. We're under $3 a gallon. It's like, oh man. I remember when it was sub 1. I wasn't living up here. I remember I used to drive to Alabama. So yeah, wasn't living here. Used to drive to Alabama, just cross over into the border, get it for under $1. Get it for under $1. Gus said you just paid $3.07. Where was that? Was that up at the new station there by the? Donna says we're at $2.50. Ah, that's good. Lowest we had was $2.59, back up to $2.79. Oh, you're still lower than we are, though. You're still lower than we are. So yeah, so I paid $2.90 something. Go to if you're ever in the area, it's like a long ways to, relatively speaking. Go to Hooksett stations are on the east side. Gus says Cumbies. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get it closer to 2 or under. I don't know what the oil prices are though. But the gas prices being about what they are, I'm hoping the next fill won't be too bad on the oil tank. Yeah, you did it in town. Donna says 247 to 249. What state's that again, Donna? I always mess up the states. Is that it's not Montana. That's not Montana. It's not Missouri. Is it Missouri? Arkansas. There we go. Arkansas. Yeah, it makes sense. Sounds about right. Arkansas. Gus says, who remembers 25 cents a gallon? I do. I don't remember 20. I don't remember 25 cents a gallon. Doesn't mean I didn't pay it. I don't remember it. Diesel was at $3.39. That's the lowest. Yeah, that's pretty good for diesel. That's pretty good for diesel. What they need to do is they need to keep the gas prices start dropping, and they need to get rid of the freaking ethanol in it. That's what they need to do. That shit fucking kills your vehicles. It reduces the efficiency of the fuel, and it kills your engines. Donna says when she was about 17. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure I bought it. I just don't remember buying it. Oh. Yeah. I do remember around one or sub one. Shit, that was back in the 80s. Yep. So yeah, it's a shame when you're like, oh my God, it's $2.90 and change. Went to Sam's Club and it was like it was just over $3. And the missus is like, yeah, I think it's still under. I think it's under $3. It's like, okay, so we're not going to get it here at Sam's Club. Just so. Laurel says most manufacturers won't honor the warranty if you use E85 crap. Yeah. Fucking kills. The ethanol kills. We got a whole industry built around corn. It takes more energy to make the fucking fuel than it does to just stop it. Gus says when he started driving, he paid 76 cents a gallon. Yeah. That sounds about right. Sorry for the camera being a little crooked this show. And everybody's probably going to go, I didn't even notice. It's been bugging the shit out of me the whole show. The camera and everything just settled a little bit since the last show. So it's like, oh, son of a bitch. It's like, damn you, John. I didn't notice that. Now I did. Good. Now you can all suffer with me. Yes, the camera's slightly out of horizontal. Oh, goodness. And I got to get something, not over here. Yeah, I got to get something over here and something over here. Something to fill up the visual space on the bottom. That's kind of annoying me. Say, welcome to my world. Yeah, Judy's laughing. Laurel says, I remember my best friend and I finding all our change and putting gas near Vega. Yeah, it was about 79 cents a gallon. Gus says the gas shortage was going on, only buy on specific days. Donna says, what's gas there, Judy? I thought Judy said how much she was paying down there. Try to go back up through here. No, it wasn't her. Yeah, what you paying down there, Judy? Vega. Yeah, Chevy Vega. Reminds me of every time I hear Vega now, it reminds me of what's that movie with Jodie Foster in it? She McConaughey's in it too. He plays this evangelist dude. Judy says it's over $3, like $3.30. What's the name of that movie? Come on, folks. Jodie Foster. Matthew McConaughey. And it built in this damn weird contraption. It sends her through this wormhole thing. What's the name of that movie? She had horrible acting in that movie. Peggy says she just paid $3. Peggy had She wrote something. It says message retracted. You must have tripped a filter. I don't know what you typed. Come on, folks, don't make me type it in there. I got brains out there. They're working for me. Somebody's got to remember the name of that movie. Let's see here. You're gonna make me do it. You're gonna make me do it. Contact. Contact, 1997. She says, do it, Cowboy. Yes, it's like, Contact with Jodie Foster. Wow, that was 97? Holy crap. Donna says, love scene. I don't know love scene. With Jodie Foster? I don't know what she's talking about. You lost me. You lost me, Donna. What are you talking about, love scene? But oh my God, she acted so horribly in that movie. It was, oh Jesus. Yes, movie with those two. Were they in another movie? Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey? There's contact. Let's see here. Contact's the only one that comes up. Doesn't mean it isn't. But, he is a jerk. Yeah, McConaughey's he's a real asshat. He is a real asshat. Plays at being a conservative. He's not. He's a liberal whack job. Does not understand the Second Amendment. It's like when he was going to run for office in Texas, and he was going to be a senator or some shit like that. And some people go, "Oh, he could run for president." It's like, no, he's a fucking clown. Stop it. Donna says I'm wrong. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. There's always a chance. It's like, I missed some things. But yeah. And then McConaughey was involved with the wild turkey long branch. Yeah, Long Branch. I guess I've got it. Yeah. Oh, well, that's McConaughey. Yeah, it's a Long Branch. It's not as good as what their opening price for the whiskey was, and it is so different from any other wild turkey. I always said Long Branch is Wild Turkey's attempt to hit the gentleman's market when they didn't need to, because Wild Turkey was Wild Turkey. Now it's the same way with Knob Creek. Knob Creek is what Knob Creek is. It gives me heartburn, but it is what it is. That's what they do. I mean, and some people like it, and that's great, and I like some of their expressions, but some of them give me heartburn. Well, Wild Turkey they are a type, the same way as Maker's Mark. It's a wheated whiskey. They have their thing. Wild Turkey has their thing. I don't think that Long Branch was needed. Donna says, looks like I have Tourette's there. No, that's okay. Judy says, I don't know why so many women think he's sexy. The characters. If you were to meet Matthew McConaughey, but that's with a lot of actors, and we've talked about this. People find their roles and their characters sexy. Therefore, they then they see that as that the guy being sexy, and it's not. And there are some genuinely good looking actors out there. McConaughey is not one of them. Hell, what's even worse is when women are going goo goo gaga over Turtle Boy. What the hell is his? What the hell? He played in the Fast and the Furious, and he played the Riddick. What the hell am I talking about? Turtle Boy, you know, bald-headed guy, got a big waddle underneath his chin, got no chin. He got no chin. People think he was big. He's not big. What the hell's his name? Come on, tell me his name. When he talks, he sounds retarded. Not quite like Sylvester Stallone. Stallone still has one of the most retarded voices out there. But who's the guy? Vin Diesel. Thank you, Gus. Vin Diesel. Yeah. It's like, oh, for a while there, he was like, oh, dreamy. Vin Diesel. No, fuck that. Guy looks like a turtle. What the hell? He looks like a turtle and he sounds like a retarded turtle. But they gave him roles. He was in like the Knockaround Boys and all this other shit like that. And the number is 101 or whatever the fuck the number is. That's the number of fights. Shut the fuck up, Vin Diesel. The only other person that is as annoying to me playing a tough guy than Vin Diesel is the guy that plays Rip on Yellowstone. That pussy can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. He had to gain fat just so that he had weight to play the role. And he can't keep his fucking pants up on the show. But he's the baddest motherfucker around. Shut the fuck up. When they script you shit and then everybody dances with you, of course you're going to, oh, you're a big tough guy. So yeah, Vin Diesel and his movies are right up there with Rip from Yellowstone. And don't get me started on he got killed in Band of Brothers. Vin Diesel? No, he got killed in, that was Saving Private Ryan. And I actually liked him in that movie. He did a good job in that movie. But yeah, Saving Private Ryan, he gets killed. With a little girl, the sniper gets him. No, what was I saying? I was going off on something. What the hell was I saying? Gus, damn it. You got me. You derailed my train. Yeah, I love those war movies. Yeah, I love those war movies. Yeah, and Band of Brothers. Oh my God, I got the box set. It comes in the tin and has all the good stuff. My sister got me that. I think the year that Band of Brothers came out. Yeah, I was talking about Rip. Oh, thank you. What's the girl's name? What's the daughter's name? Rip's girlfriend? Oh, and people go goo-goo over her. Oh, she's so... No, she's not. She is not. There is few other characters on any of the modern shows or movies that I wish as much harm as I do her, because she's completely unbelievable. You're going to tell me that a woman is going to act like this? She can go into a bar and put down every guy in the bar and kick everybody's ass. No, she isn't. She'd had her ass kicked before she turned fucking 18 years old. Run her lip like that. I don't care who her daddy is. Ain't no way. What the hell's her name? What's her name? I give it to her because she's actually a British chick. And she doesn't sound British. Heather? No. What the hell's her name? You're going to make me look again. Yellowstone cast. Beth. There you go, Donna. She got at the same time. Beth Dutton. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Beth, totally unbelievable. Rip, yeah, don't buy it. Another one I don't buy is that skinny fucking cowboy with it that played the guitar. Another character, didn't buy for 1 minute. The minute he showed up on the show, what the hell was his name? I like the character arc of Jefferson White, which is Jimmy. What the hell's his name? What the hell's it? Walker. Boy, I just never bought that character. Another one that I just, why the hell did they let him stick around as long as he did? Didn't buy him. There's no fucking way. He's a totally unbelievable character. Walker. We already talked about Monica. That's Casey Dutton's Indian wife, who's Chinese. She's not Indian. Judy says, I've never seen Yellowstone. Here's my view on Yellowstone. I actually halfway enjoyed it for the first season and a half. But then, as most things, then they just got to keep wrapping things up and making things weirder and weirder and weirder and more unbelievable. People like the scene where the ranchers, they go and they're beating up the bikers that were camping out on their property and shit like that. And the bikers went from big bad bikers to fucking sniveling little babies. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Gus says the entire show is so far. Right. Yellowstone is a 12-year-old boy's fantasy of what he thinks Montana ranching is and what modern day cowboys are. And none of it even comes close. None of it comes close. So like I said, I started out, it's like, oh, this has potential. It's okay. And then things just got more stupid and more stupid and more stupid. And Beth, oh my God. No, she is the most miserable. She is one of the most miserable people on the face of this earth. There is nothing redeeming about her whatsoever. She is every bad quality that you can ever think of in a person and throw it in a skirt. And then try to pretend that she's fucking Superman because she's a modern woman. That's Beth Dutton. That woman doesn't exist. That woman would have ended up in the hospital or worse long before this show point in her life. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, no. And don't get me started on Kevin Costner's fucking gravel fake accent. Does he think he's fucking Gunny Highway for crying out loud? It's like, dude, stop it. You don't have to talk like that for somebody to think that you're strong and a good character. Just talk. But he's got to talk like he's like he thinks he's a fucking Gunny Highway of Montana. Crazy. So yeah, needless to say, I stopped being a Yellowstone fan as the show was going, because it's like, it's so, no, give me some sort of reality, something that makes me care about any. It's just everything is formulaic. Okay, so then they get the black cowboy with the skinny, trash talking, overblown Texas accent woman. White girl with the pink hair. Really that couples that's what would happen there. Yeah. Judy says sounds like I haven't missed much. Well, you've missed something. There is nothing unpredictable about the show. Everything is formulaic, and every character is an archetype taken to its most idiotic extreme. Then you have Yellowstone. Not not my oh my God, John's talking shit about Yellowstone. Yeah, I am. And it's aggravating seeing people online. You watch the clips and everybody's like, oh yeah. It's like, no, it's all bullshit. Stop it. It's like they make the bikers dig their own graves because they're supposed to be killing them, and then they let them go. And it's like, here you go. This is John. You throw a shovel at me. You're pointing a gun at me. You throw a shovel at me, and you're threatening to kill me. And you're going to make me dig my own grave? No, fuck you. Shoot me now. If you're going to shoot me. I'm not going to do your work for you. Are you fucking kidding me? I got nothing to lose. Shoot me here. Then you dig the fucking hole. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to dig my own grave. Gus says it's like the movie Backdraft. He was a firefighter for 25 years. So far-fetched. But it was good entertainment. Yeah, it's as long as you suspend reality. A lot of cop shows are the same way. A lot of the military shows are the same way. It's like, oh no, it's cool. Oh, okay, this is a fantasy. The problem is here's the problem with these. It's not that that shows take things stupid. It's that the general public then believes that shit, and they act like, yeah, that shit's real. That can happen. No, it fucking can't. Can't, doesn't, won't. But yeah, you're gonna pull a gun out on me, and you're gonna threaten to kill me. Oh, you're gonna stay here. Here, dig your right. As soon as somebody throws you the shovel, you know it's what it's for. It's not just because they want you to dig a fire pit. You're digging your grave. Fuck you. Shoot me or don't shoot me. Do what you're going to do. I ain't doing your work. You want to shoot me, then you dig the fucking hole. It's that simple. That's reality. Ain't no way. Are you kidding me? But yeah, they go from big bad bikers into sniveling pussies. Really? There's guns drawn, and one of the bikers, Rip's got the he's beating the shit out of the leader. He's beating the shit out of him with a tire iron. And he has him, and one of the bikers pulls a gun, and then one of the other guys from the ranch pulls a gun. And it's a Mexican standoff. No, in the real world, somebody's going to get shot. Somebody's going to get shot. The biker's not going to let this guy fucking come up to him and take his gun away from him when he already has the gun out. He's going to blaze. Now, I don't like bikers. I think they're some of the biggest pussies out there, and that's why they're bikers. That's why they're in fucking clubs like that. They can't stand on their own. And they rely on intimidation and gang mentalities to get their will. Fine. But I don't fuck with them. You do your own thing. Leave me alone. I'm fine. You better respect me. No, I fucking better not. How about, I'm not going to fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. It's that simple. But I know damn sure, because I know their histories and I've dealt with them as law enforcement. There's two groups of people and they're not fucking law enforcement and they're pulling out their guns. Somebody's going to get smoked. They're going to walk up and let somebody take their shit. Fuck that. No, it doesn't work that way, except for in movies. It is what it is, I guess. It's like, oh shit, Hell's Angels going to be sending the Cowboy some nasty emails. Dude, it's not like you haven't heard it before. It's like all these prison guys on YouTube as well. All these former prison guys, and they're saying how to survive in prison. How's about not fucking going to prison? How's about that? Oh, it's a big motherfucker. Yeah, you were. Yeah, sure you were. Mm-hmm. I caught a fish this big too. You don't impress me either. Stop it. Stop worshiping the very wrong people in society. Then there's always a warning shot. Yeah, you got to have a warning shot. Fuck that. Now, I'll give you a warning. I got a gun. Then you see the gun. You still ain't corrected your ways. Bang. That bang isn't a warning shot. I'm not going to waste my ammo. I already told you. You know I have a gun. Here's another thing. Somebody pulls a gun. I'm mad. I'm serious. Okay. Then they cock the gun. What? You're somehow more serious than you were before. Now you cock the gun? Oh, I'm sorry. You already had your gun out and you were already pointing at me, but I guess you weren't quite that serious. Now you got to cock your gun. It's like, stop it. Stop it. Same way with people. They go, okay, well, they're all in the car. Let's go get in the car. And they get in the car and they check to see if they're really? Really? You've been up all day. You've had that gun. You just pulled it out of the holster. You didn't already have a round in the chamber? You weren't already locked and cocked? You weren't ready? Really? And then they get out. Okay, we're out. We're going to go, and now we're going to rack our slide. Oh, shit. So, you know that one of the rounds would have just popped out, right? The fuck what are you sliding? You mean it was, so you were out, you made sure that it was there. Now you're going to do it again. What, so that we can hear it? It's like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Oh my God. It's not as bad as knives and swords making swooshing sounds in movies all the time. Do you know how hard it is to make a blade make a swooshing sound? Even a long sword? If you don't know, come on over. I'll hand you a couple swords. What type do you want? Go ahead and swing it around. See if you can make it go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. And it's even harder with a freaking knife. Are you kidding me? It's like, really? Got a Bowie knife. Really? Really? Ain't none of my knives made that sound before. And I've tried. Why? Because it shows it in the movies. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We do the same thing with guns rattling and shit. It's like, oh my God, stop it. If your gun rattles that much, dude, is it an AK? Is everything an AK? Deer can hear the safety going off. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that deer way the fuck over there heard that. All right. It's probably your stomach growling that gave you away. Oh, my goodness. It's like the myth of, in World War II, the guns, and they'd have the stripper clips on the top, and when they were done, it'd pop it out and make a ping sound like that. And the myth is that the enemy would wait to hear that, and it's like, and in the real, it's like, ain't nobody fucking hearing that. Everybody's been shooting their ass off. Nobody's hearing your strip ejecting from your damn rifle. You may hear, your head's right next to it. The guy in the next foxhole certainly isn't going to hear it. He's going to hear you yelling that you're out of ammo, maybe, but he ain't going to hear the ping. And how do I know? They done the tests. You don't hear it. That's another thing about movies, too. You're in a car. Pow! You're shooting. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do you know how loud it would be to shoot inside a car? You're in a hallway. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, my God. And then people are just talking to each other. No, you ain't talking to shit. All you hear is, you're not hearing your buddy next to you saying shit. Unless you put some ear pros in there. That shit's loud. So they don't get that, and people don't realize how loud guns are, or they think they're overly quiet. Yeah, you know, every fucking silencer. Pew, 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 pew. No, that's not how it works. Oh my God, no, stop it. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, just like all the badasses on YouTube. Yeah, somebody pulls a knife out on me. I'm not going to try to take the knife. I'm just going to shoot them with my gun. Dude, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get stabbed. Oh my God. No, stop it. Knife, get away. Got a gun, close. Reality versus these adolescent wet dreams that we call movies and TV shows. It's going to get people hurt. Stop it. Oh. There's a reason why when you're, as a police officer, you don't want ever to use stealth. Ever. You don't want to sneak up on anybody as a police officer. Ever. You're going to get yourself hurt. What you want to do is you want to make sure that everybody around you knows that you're there. Why? Because then they can act accordingly. That's why you have people on back entrances and stuff like that. You want to force somebody not to be in a corner, not to have to strike back out at you. You want to give them options. As a soldier, when you're clearing as a police officer versus when you're clearing as a soldier, two different things. But once the stealth done is, you don't want anybody to know that you're there. But then once the first shot is fired, you're fucking yelling. There's no more. You're yelling. And it's not only because you don't care that they know you're there, but because shooting, even with your ear protection in, you're going to hear your partners, you're going to have to yell for them to hear you, and vice versa. So then you just yell. Those clear communications, but whatever. Movies. Yeah, you don't want to trap somebody. You don't want to, and as a police officer, you don't want to sneak up on them. No. Oh, but it'll make you more vulnerable. No, trust me. People aren't stupid. Could somebody sneak up on you like that? And if they were quiet and they were sneaking up on you, do you think that they could really get the jump when you were expecting them to come out and do something? No. So fuck it. Stop it. 2024, everybody's going to be yelling at each other. The shots are fired. Everybody's yelling. Ah! My goodness. Right. Gus is like a house fire. It's loud. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I haven't fought fires as a fireman, but I've been in a burning building. I've been in those situations. It's very loud. It's very loud. And then you add safety gear and stuff like that on top of it, and it's very loud. It's very disorienting. Yeah. Combat can be very much the same. Very much the same. Yeah, movies. I got to get this Yellowstone shit off my damn screen. Get me going on Beth Dutton again. Oh, she's a worthless individual. And what the hell's his? I'm gonna have to pull it up because I even forgot his name. What the hell's the father's name? John Dutton. What a worthless he can't control his own family. He can't control his family, can't control his crew. He's just like, what the hell? Everybody says he's a badass, but everybody's doing stupid shit. He ain't controlling anything. He's not controlling anything. But he's talking like this. Like he's Gunny Highway of Montana. Stop it. Oh, my goodness. Well, they do the same thing about loudness. They don't get it right in the movies. They either overdo it or they don't get it right, but they'll be next to a good trout river or something, a big rocky river. New Hampshire's got a lot of them. And they'll show people talking next to the river. They better be pretty close to each other because you can't hear shit. Rivers are loud. Rivers with rocks in them are loud. They're loud. If you can have somebody 60 feet away, and if they're just having a casual conversation, you can't hear a fucking thing they're saying. Rivers are loud. It's all you can hear. That's why you go around a river like that in the real world, and that's why everybody's yelling. They do. They'll yell at each other. Why? Because they can't hear. They can't hear anything. Yeah, they're loud. I don't canoe in those kind of rivers. I canoe in the quiet rivers. Yeah. Yep. So what else? What else we got? It's 10:08, 10:07, 10:07. Yeah. Last show of the year. Last show of the year. And thank you all for joining me. Following the content. Interacting. Me and Gus on wild adventures this year. Gus, slow down. You're missing. Gus. Oh, yeah, we missed the turn. Gus. No, the gas station's back there. It's okay. It's okay. We were both yakking our heads off. Hey, it is what it is. Gus says it won't be long before 2024. It won't be. We're looking at under 2 hours now. Maybe I'll take the missus up to Gus's camp this coming year. It's not that Gus and Sally and us haven't discussed it, but it just never worked out. We were just, everybody's schedule was just all out of whack. So yeah, maybe we'll go on. Maybe we'll be able to zip on up there, see the camp. I'll bring my horse so Gus can go riding. How's about that, Gus? Haven't named her yet, though. Maybe I should do a poll or something on Facebook. Name the horse. Maybe start out the year with something like that. How long will everyone write 2023? Yeah, I don't know. I usually forget the date anyways. Peggy says good night all, and thank you, John. You're most welcome, Peggy. Judy says it's been great. I am glad I have the privilege of being part of this group of people. Yeah. Damn right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's been a year. Been quite the ride. Got some things coming up for 2024. Dulcimer should be made. He said February. I'm hoping in this next month it'll be done. But then we'll get that. I got to get more recording in the studio. I've been planning things. I haven't gotten around to them because I've had other shit on my plate. But more stuff will be forthcoming. Gus says needs more to join the group. Yes, I'm kind of disappointed that we had a group starting to form there on Facebook. They would do this show on Facebook Live before Facebook decided to pull the rug out from underneath me for a month. That's why I moved over here to YouTube. And then people didn't come over. If people could join us on Facebook, there's no reason they couldn't join us here. Almost everybody's got a YouTube account. Laurel says 2024 is going to be a better year. This year has been wild. I'm sorry about the things that have happened with quite a few of our members. Been some ups and some downs. For us, I'll say for us. the year is going to be better. For this nation, it's going to be a hell of a ride. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Hey, I'd like to end the year by saying hey to Connie and Arthur. No, Elliot. Arthur's their last name. Connie and Elliot. They didn't join us on the show. They've been busy too. Hope that they're doing good. I'll have to send her off a message and say, hey, what's up? Laurel says, I'm disappointed that people didn't come over to YouTube. It was so easy. Yeah, it is. Everything that you did on Facebook, you can do on YouTube, but the quality's better. It's that simple. Doesn't take any more resources, doesn't take any more time and attention. And it's an easier format, and it's just nicer. Higher quality. So I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. Happy New Year to the Germany boys and Turkish boys. Sally just asked how they are doing. Who are doing? Who's doing? Judy says, I hope they are doing good. Just love Connie. Oh, Connie and Elliot. The last I heard, Connie still has, she's dealing with medical issues, but she's working through them. Elliot's Elliot. And they were getting their airline air teaching thing up and running. They were having problems with getting the right employees, and I think they were getting that ironed out. And that's the last I heard. For those that may not be familiar, they are members from the group from Wyoming. Yeah, was it around Laramie? I think around Laramie, southern Wyoming. He teaches flights and stuff like that. He's setting up a FBO down in Utah. I always get it. Is it Utah or Arizona? I don't know. I always get it mixed up. So I'll have to send them off a message. She acts at me every once in a while. She'll throw something out to me, or she'll see a comment that I made on something, and then she'll message me directly about it. So, yeah, they're good folks. So I'll see how they're doing. I'll let folks know how they're doing. Who knows? Maybe on the next show. Next show is Wednesday. Same time, same place. Bring more people. Contact your friends and say, hey, get your ass over here. Gus chose to type out all show. Gus usually caves within, 2 or 3. Between 2 and 5 times of typing, he usually caves and jumps on Zoom. He didn't today. He's like, no, fuck it. I'm gonna play this shit out. I'll be like, John, no, not doing it. Oh, Judy says they're good folks. Yeah. And Elliot, boy, he gets wound up. That's fun. Connie reins him in. Yeah, Judy says, I'm impressed, Gus. You impressed Judy. It's like, yeah, whole damn show. Typed out the whole damn show. That's something. That is something. She was like, oh, you got me, damn it. And off on Zoom he goes. Yep. Gus says he's proud of himself tonight. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be proud. Have a little bit of pride. Is there so deadly sin? No. There's pride and there's pride. We need a little bit more genuine pride in this nation. Not this fake, hedonistic, hogwash pride crap. But that's another. It's like, oh my God, you're gonna anger the YouTube, the YouTube Gestapo. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. But again, hey, thank you all for showing up. Hey, look, it's crooked. The camera's crooked. It will be corrected for the next show. Has been annoying the hell out of me. Oh, but yeah, I'll get that taken care of. And typing proud. Yeah, that's right. And see you online, see you on Facebook. I'll be putting up some more stuff. It's going to be an interesting year, folks. It's going to be an interesting year. Yeah. OCD? Yeah, I hate it. Oh, I fucking hate it. I hate things that are out of a line or not even. You'll notice I go, this is there's a lot of attention to detail to things that most people aren't noticing, but I really freaking made sure that they're the way they are. The way things are laid out. My camera angle is off. It's really annoying the shit out of me. Because the lines aren't even. Look at the bookshelves. Look at the bookshelves. Look at these bookshelves lines. Look at the top and look at the bottom. Look at that. And look at the side of the frame. Way the fuck off. It's like it's way off. It's way off. It will be rectified. The shelves aren't parallel with the top and bottom. It's like things are going to fall off the shelves and hit me. I'll get that shit corrected. Gus says, good night, everyone. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. Gus, Sally, Laurel, Judy, Peggy. Stump didn't show, but I know he was watching that. I saw him do something on Facebook. And our German friends and Turkish friends, and even Happy New Year to our non-black Nigerian from freaking Wales. Laurel says, I noticed it. My husband was the same way. Made me laugh. He arranged his silverware at dinner lineup. Yes. So we're not mess. Yes. they got to be. Yes. None of this sloppy shit. Just put that in there. But Judy says, good night, y'all. Happy New Year. Yes, I need to shut this shit down. But again, thank you very much for a very interesting year following the content. Hanging around. Keeping shit real, keeping shit going, keeping shit alive. Another year going to be interesting. We'll muddle through this. It's going to be quite the ride. And thanks for coming along on the ride with the Cowboy. Oh, yeah. Danielle. Who's Daniel? Donna. Happy New Year's, Donna. I missed Donna. Oh, Daniel. He's the guy from California, isn't he? I might as well say, I'm going to say it. Happy New Year, Jeff. Be nice to have you stop in every once in a while. Judy says, thanks for all you do, Cowboy. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So with that, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. All the folks out there, don't drink and drive. And I'll see you around. I'll see you online. So God bless and take care.